What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Dude Ranch DIY. My name is Jake, and that is Chris. He is rolling some maple rounds over to the East-made 2228 wood splitter. We got a couple maple rounds left in this pile, and then the rest is white oak. We have an empty tote sitting over there, so I'm hoping that that's enough maple to fill up one small empty tote, and this should be enough white oak to finish filling up this partially filled tote of white oak over here. Let's see, where are we in the videos? I just posted today the video of Chris and I using the 6-way wedge, splitting up some big nasty stumps, and we had asked the question whether or not we should sharpen the wedges. Resounding amount of people said we should sharpen the wedges.
Yeah.
Do you cut steak with a dull knife?
No, it's usually serrated though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you cut a bell pepper with a dull knife?
No, I don't.
Neither do I. I don't eat tomatoes, but I don't cut up vegetables. You don't eat vegetables.
No.
But I don't cut up vegetables with a dull knife. So I think it only makes sense to, at some point in the near future, sharpen up the edges on the box wedge and the 6-way.
Yeah.
Because to everybody's point, it can only improve, the efficiency of it, the cleanliness of the wood, and it's less strain on the machine.
Right.
So thank you to everybody that reached out with those points. We appreciate it. I will take that into consideration, and when I find some time, I will try and sharpen up the wedges. But for now, we're just going to run what we brung and split up this maple and white oak, and maybe we'll even dig into the big ash pile there behind us. All right, guys, 12 minutes. 12 minutes to fill up the tote with the box wedge. I was loading the log lift. Chris looked like he was checking all the lengths of all the white oak stuff to see how accurate it was. How accurate were we?
Much more accurate than the maple lift.
Yeah, okay.
We got 2 pieces that were 19 inches. The rest was 16 to 17 inches.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. So 12 minutes to fill up a small tote loosely off the conveyor with big, not gnarly, but those were pretty big maple rounds. Definitely would have taken a lot longer with like a 6-way or something where you have to re-split it yourself. Having that pull back arm is awesome. So we're gonna get this out of here and just keep on splitting. Well, all right, guys, we got Betsy and Sammy on the loose here. Betsy is all full of energy.
Oh, yeah. Mouthful of sawdust.
Mouthful of sawdust. A true... Oh, she's just eating the sawdust. Oh, yeah. That's what you get. Oh. Have fun with that tonight, Chris.
Yep.
But we got 6 totes done.
That
is amazing.
Yeah, 6 totes done in 2 hours.
It didn't feel like 6, but the full totes don't lie.
Yeah, the full totes do not lie. This small tote is very full. This could possibly be an entire face cord that we got. I was really like keeping my eye on this one. It's basically done cutting and just kind of stacking it in there to maximize the space. So that is a really full tote. We definitely produced some scrap, you know, going through the box wedge, but you're gonna get that. So these last 2 totes were all ash, and this is like the scrap that we produced. Because what, you cleaned out?
Yeah, after all the maple and all the oak, I pulled the tote top out, which is the one over by the burn barrel, put a fresh tote underneath the splitting area, and that was all that we made out of.
So just this.
Just that.
That's from the oak and maple.
Oak, maple,
okay.
Ash.
So
everything.
this is from the oak, maple, and ash. This tote underneath the conveyor, and the one under the splitter. This is how much trash. It's kind of hard to see, but the 2 totes made, and you know that's not even like half of a top. So that's not too bad. Got the 2228 cooling itself down. Oh, there it goes. And yeah, we got 5 other totes filled up over here. These last 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think we got 1 ash, oak, maple. So that should be putting us dangerously close to 90 full totes, which...
That's a lot of wood.
That is a lot of wood. That is a lot of wood. I know what you guys are going to be saying as far as the scrap and you need grizzly bars or a disc cleaner or something. We got something in the works. I reached out to welder Chris today, and he has agreed to help make some grizzly bars for the end of this conveyor, which I think will help a lot.
It might. We'll see. We've heard from Andrew that it doesn't really work on this kind of setup.
Well, he was saying that the reason that these machines with the attached conveyors don't come with grizzly bars is due to height. If you had, they're only 16 feet long. I think it goes up to like, I don't know, 18 foot or something. So if you had the grizzly bars hanging down, you know, another 3 or 4 feet, you're losing all of that height. So if we were, you know, conveying it into the back of the International with the dumpster can on the back of the truck, we would be able to do it, but with grizzly bars, we wouldn't. In our case, it's, you know, I don't know if it's unique, but we're just going straight into the totes, as you guys know. So the totes are only 4 foot high. You put it on a pallet, okay, it's like 4.5 feet high. We have plenty of height to deal with. So therefore, I think we can have the grizzly bars. Mm-hmm. So I don't think he was saying it wouldn't work to actually filter out the scrap. It just wouldn't work for everyone, which
I
is,
see.
yeah. So
okay.
I would like to...
I misunderstood that.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's just gravity and, you know, the gaps in the grizzly bars, which allow the scrap to fall through. So I would like to make these grizzly bars, instead of like bolting them on, I'd like to have them like pin on. That way, if I ever do need to fold up and move the machine, I can just unpin the grizzly bars. They'll probably be pretty heavy because they'll be made out of steel. You know, rest them down on the pallet forks or something, lower them down, and then I can fold up the machine. So that's something to look forward to. Definitely going to be a video on making those. But yeah, 6 totes done in about 2 hours. You know, loose stacked. So we're probably talking, you know, there were some small totes in there. I'd say probably, just to be conservative, 1.75, you know, 1 2/3 cords, probably not a full 2 cords, but that's pretty good for 2 guys. And I will say, the fact that this thing fills up the totes as fast as it does, I didn't have time to switch over to the Grapple.
Right.
And pulling logs off of this pile is a little bit precarious with the forks. I would have much...
say the least.
Yeah, and then putting them on the cutting logs is it would just be... we need a second machine. We need another machine. This Eastimate is too fast. Now we need a tractor and the Cormidi mini skid steer. So Cormidi, if you're watching, send another one over this way.
We need you, pal.
But that's going to wrap up this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. As always, if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, click the subscribe button down below. Really appreciate it. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Any questions, comments, or feedback, throw it down in that comments section. But for now, I'm Jake.
And I'm Chris.
This is Dude Ranch DIY. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next time.